Welcome back sa Madami Akong Koda Season 2 mini episodes. At kami ang magkaibigan, maraming opinyon kahit di tinatanong. So mga kakuda, pasensya na kayo at medyo natagalan kami na magkaroon ng bagong content dahil kami po ay inubo.
Nagkasakit?
Dahil sa
Bakit?
kabababad sa pool. Kaka-aura po sa pool dahil sa mga reels namin.
Yung last episode namin nagbabasa kami ng comments habang nagsiswimming sa pool.
Oo, yun ang dahilan.
Tapos na inubo na kami.
Mga 2 weeks yata tayong hindi na... 2 weeks, no?
Oo, parang nagka-flu din yata.
2 weeks tayong hindi nakapag-shoot. Grabe. Pero,
Kaka-recover lang.
yes, pero naka-recover na kami. And we are back
Yes. Ano ba
With,
pag-uusapan natin today, sis?
with a very spicy episode. At today, ngayon nagbabalik na kami after namin magkasakit. Ang episode namin ngayon ay medyo spicy. Pero, ito ay for matured audiences only and for those who are ready sa mga matured roles.
Mukhang
Matured roles?
matured roles. Mukhang NSFW ba to? Not suitable for work.
Not suitable for work. Parang ganon.
Pero kung may
Oo.
mga bata kayo sa paligid, better na mag-headphones kayo kung maririnig nila to para hindi nila marinig. Kasi nga medyo pang adult audiences yung topic ng episode namin ngayon. And actually, eto siguro yung episode na winish nyo na pati magulang nyo nakinig dito noon.
Oo. At ito yung episode na winish nyo sana na pag-usapan nyo with your partner bago kayo nagpakasal.
Yes. So ano nga ba yung topic natin?
Ang
Baka
topic-
bitin na sila.
Ito na nga, ang topic natin ngayon ay tungkol sa sex shame. At kung paano nito sinira, yes, sinira ang sex life ng mga maraming mag-asawa at
Yes.
lalo na mga kababaihan.
Lalo na yung mga kinakasal na walang experience.
Virgin,
Nakasal
gano'n.
na virgin na from sex is bad or nakakahiya or shameful. Then pag biglang kinasal na, kailangan mag-transition bigla sa dapat ma-enjoy mo na yan.
Ano yun? Parang switch? Parang
Oo.
parang from something na strange na bagay.
From
na-
something na kasalanan noon.
Oo, na
or
hindi mo pa
premarital
na-experience.
sex, tapos biglang pag kinasal na,
Enjoy
dapat
na.
enjoy mo na yan
Parang mali nga
Oo.
yun. Walang manual, no? Wala man lang orientation, wala man lang seminar about it. Dapat sinasama yan sa mga
Totoo.
seminar bago magpakasal.
And let's be honest kasi 'di ba, maraming mga babae after marriage, lalo na yung mga wala talaga masyadong experience, hindi nila na-enjoy kasi masakit, nakaka-anxious, or para nagiging obligasyon na lang siya or chore. Hindi talaga nila na-enjoy, which is sad. Kasi
Oo.
it should be a very big part of the marriage or a relationship ng isang couple, which
Correct.
is not only for procreation, pero for connection and pleasure, di
Oo.
ba?
Tapos pag nagka-problema, ang narrative agad, yung babae frigid,
Mhm.
maarte, or may problema, or hindi marunong. Parang yung problema nasa babae. Parang
Oo.
kasalanan lagi ng babae
Yeah.
kung bakit hindi niya nasasatisfy yung asawa niya.
Pero wala naman nagtatanong, bakit? Bakit ganun yung nangyayari? Bakit nagkakaganon yung babae?
Paano? Imagine, lumaki ka na tayo, growing up, lumalaki tayo na sobrang hindi pwedeng banggitin yung word na sex.
Mhm.
'Di ba? Bastos, nakakahiya, ano pa ba?
Huwag pag-usapan.
Huwag pag-usapan, marumi, bawal sa bata, yung ganun.
Oo.
So, paano ka nga naman kasi mamubulat?
kasalanan yan.
Makasalanan, magagalit si Jesus. Ganun.
Totoo. Tapos kaya wala ring masyadong awareness ang babae about their bodies kasi when you explore naman your body, your sexuality, yung what gives you pleasure, sasabihin agad, uy, wag mo gawin yung kasalanan yan.
Grabe naman.
Kasalanan na agad.
Tapos pag na-curious ka sa katawan mo or any part of your body, syempre lumalaki ka eh. You're approaching womanhood, may mga tumutubo sa katawan mo. Huwag mong hawakan yan. Parang ganun kagad, parang bawal hawakan.
Parang it's so dirty, it's so bad.
Oo,
It's
parang
so taboo.
paano ka nga matututo kung lahat binabawal, 'di ba? So
Totoo.
wala kang awareness, hindi na build yung information sa utak mo about sex.
And pagka ganun lagi yung mindset na ini-instill sa atin from, yung age that we begin to explore or puberty or nagkakaroon ka na ng mga desires na hindi mo ma-explain.
Oo.
Kapag nasanay ka na ganun na palaging may guilt or it's bad, wag yan, wag pag-usapan yan, kadiri yan. Ang nangyayari sa bodies natin on a psychological and biological standpoint, yung nervous system natin, natututunan niya in time na sex equals danger, guilt, and shame. So, parang in-equate ngayon ng body, hindi lang ng mind, na sex is danger or bad, sin, guilt, shame. So, pag andun na sa point na, ayan na, gagawin na for the first time with newlywed
Bagong
spouse,
kasal.
parang hindi na matanggal yun eh.
Tapos pareho pang walang experience.
Parehong walang experience, so hindi na nila na-enjoy. Kasi ang hirap as you said, hindi naman siya on and off switch na, okay, biglang okay na to. Biglang hindi na ako magigilty or would feel ashamed about it. Na expect nila, dapat mag-enjoy mo naman siya.
Parang
diba?
okay, game. Parang ganun na kagad.
Oo, walang transition.
Wala man lang introduction muna. Kasi,
Walang nagturo kasi nga masama daw kapag nanood ka ng, stuff
syempre,
about that.
lalo na pag virgin, yung virgin yung bagong, pareho pa.
Mm-mm.
Yung bride and groom, virgin pareho. Walang
Yeah.
alam yan. Wala man lang,
Wala ring nag-openly discuss with them about it or nahihiya sila to ask other people about it. Kasi nga, parang ang tingin nila, pag nagtanong ako about this topic, iisipin sa akin bastos ako.
or malibog.
Di ba?
Oo, ganun.
So, yun yung explore natin dito sa podcast episode na to. Bakit ba ganon? Saan ang galing yung ganong culture ng shame around sex, di ba?
Oo. So, let's talk about virginity culture. Yung sobrang glorified pag virgin yung babae, na parang yung worth ng babae is naka-attach sa virginity niya. Yung buong pagkatao niya, na kapag hindi na siya virgin, madumi,
Damaged goods na.
damaged goods, or eto na, narinig ko to sinabi sa akin. Nung time na hindi na ako virgin, sinabi sa akin na, may nagsabi sa akin, hindi ko na sabihin sino na, wala nang seseryoso sa yung lalaki.
Oh,
Sinabihan akong ganon.
that's very damaging.
Na porket na as a teenager, nag-explore ako, discover ko yung sarili ko, and eventually, syempre, naging aware ako sa sexual health ko, parang yun na agad yung judgment sa akin na, eto pa pala, maaga daw ako mabubuntis.
Ay, talaga ba?
Pag maagang na-curious, or yun nga, yung pinaka-worst is, na tumatak sa akin is, wala na magmamahal or seseryoso sa akin lalaki.
Oh.
Na para bang, pag na-divergenize ako, parang tapos na yung buhay ko. Parang, ano na lang ako, gamit na, parang gano'n.
Parang in-attach talaga yung worth mo sa virginity mo.
Oo, and no one tells you what happens after.
Oo. So, yun nga, coming from a standpoint of someone na, yun nga, came from a very religious and conservative background.
Oh, ikaw, no?
Ako, diba? Looking back, yung time na yung first night, honeymoon, diba?
Honeymoon.
Kasi nga, sa religion is bawal talaga yung premarital. Nobody prepares you for that first night na yung penetration na masakit pala, yung paano ba ma-arouse, ganun. Na parang kasi, you feel that kung ano lang yung napanood mo sa movies, yun na yun. But it's not.
Actually, mga kakoda, ang layo.
Ang layo. Even,
layo.
sorry for the word, pero even with porn, it's so far from reality.
Oo.
Na when you watch those movies, romantic movies, or erotic movies, or even porn, tapos yun yung expectation mo, ang layo niya sa reality, you have a distorted view of how arousal is. And you feel that, ay bakit ako hindi ko na-feel yun? Which is very sad for a lot of women. May statistics yan, hindi ko lang alam. Pero a lot of women, hindi nila nare-reach yun. Ever. And that's very sad. Tapos nobody teaches you na, dapat pagka bago lang, may lubrication. Yung mga ganyang bagay.
Hindi yung pasok agad.
Oo, kasi parang isipin nila, pag pinag-usapan, bastos. Pero in reality, these are important things to discuss kasi pwede kang masugatan, pwede kang magdugo.
Oo. Syempre, yung mga lalaki rin, since hindi aware, lalo na kunyari, parang yung virgin, excited yan eh.
Oo.
Parang gigil na gigil.
Gigil.
Ngayon lang sila makakatikim ng babae, mahal pa nila.
Oo.
So parang yung the act of love making is very exciting for them na hindi na nila nako-consider yung mararamdaman ng partner nila.
Na kinakabahan pa yan.
Or nung genitals ng partner nila na baka hindi to sana, hindi
pa
sanay
handa. Hindi pa prepared.
Oo.
natatakot pa, kinakabahan. So, may dryness, ganyan. So, nobody really teaches us about that. Hindi naman, kasi I think in sex ed in schools, it's all about reproductive system, but not about the actual act.
More on preventing teenage pregnancy lang.
Yes, and how the baby is formed, paano nanganganak.
Oo.
But nobody talks about pain versus pleasure. Like,
Oo.
normal ba na masakit talaga siya sa first?
Oo.
Or normal ba na maraming beses nang ginawa pero painful pa rin? Or dapat ba ina-achieve talaga yung pleasure? Na-achieve ba talaga yun?
Oo.
So, or how can a man give that to a woman, a partner, diba? And vice versa. Nobody really talks about that openly or teaches that, diba? So, where do adults, newlyweds, diba? Where do they get information? Again, yung not reliable sources like, yun nga, erotic films, porn.
Oo.
Hindi siya, it's so far from reality talaga eh.
Kaya yung karamihang experiences ng mga bagong kasal or especially ng mga kababaihan na nasa Pilipinas, traumatic.
Totoo. Actually, marami akong kilalang ganyan. A lot of women, young women na newlyweds come to me and tell me that their first was very traumatic. Even, let's say, I attend a bridal shower and then the other women would give advice to the bride-to-be. Sabi nila, ay, ako nga, sinipa ko talaga sa sobrang sakit. So, ang iisipin ngayon ni bride-to-be, lalo siyang ma-anxious, lalo siyang matatakot kasi ma-associate na niya ngayon, bukod sa there's the guilt that they have to overcome na dati, bad to, dati masama to,
Oo.
dati tabu.
And then the
Ngayon,
sudden switch.
added anxiety of the pain.
Oo.
Parang, oh shucks, masakit pala, 'di ba? So, hindi nag-e-enjoy yung babae, hindi dahil sa masama yung sex pero dahil hindi handa yung katawan at isip niya.
So, ang nangyayari, yung katawan ng babae, natitense yung katawan niya, parang yung muscles sa pelvis niya, lalong nagko-contract, which is masakit yun pagka
Oo.
may nakapenetrate na, di ba?
Yeah, oo.
Tapos,
Hindi nag-relax eh.
hindi nagre-relax, tense. Tapos, yung utak niya, wala na dun sa act. Hindi na na-enjoy yung first night
Masyado
nila.
nagiging anxious.
Yung honeymoon nila. Imbis na sweet kayo, mag-enjoy kayo, traumatic
Yeah.
ang kinalalabasan.
Totoo. Kasi ang babae, more on sa mind. Yung center of pleasure niya.
Yes.
Sa lalaki, it's really biological eh.
Oo.
Pero sa babae, kailangan prepped yung mind niya.
Prep.
Relax siya, feeling safe siya. So, years later, after that first traumatic night, ang sasabihin, ay, hindi lang talaga siya sexual na tao. But that's not true.
When in fact, hindi lang talaga siya naturuan or hindi siya tinuruan maging sexually safe.
Or, how to, know her body.
Know her body, oo.
What makes her feel calm or what makes her feel safe or what makes her feel pleasure against ano yung hindi. Kasi parang ang iniisip ng iba, one like one size fits all. Kung ano yung napanood
Hindi
nila.
po.
Hindi, iba-iba. Parang
Iba-iba yan.
kailangan, ang natutunan ko dyan is really about communication eh.
Oo. Mag-usap
Diba?
muna, ipaalam mo kung ano yung gusto mong pagawa or ano yung gusto mong ma-experience. And eto, siguro medyo malayo ng topic, pero kung nasa tamang lalaki ka naman, maiintindihan ka niya at i-honor niya yung mga wishes mo sa bed.
Malalaman mo na tamang lalaki yan kapag
Hindi ka feel-force.
inuuna niya yung happiness mo and pleasure mo
Oo.
above his.
Oo.
Like, hindi siya nagmamadali. Hindi yung makaraos lang siya.
Oo.
Pero parang it's a mutual thing na I want you to be happy din. I want you to enjoy this. And I
Enjoy.
want you to feel safe. Sa ating mga babae, yun yung pinaka-importante. Yung feeling of safety. Whether that's in a relationship or in a sexual relationship. We need to feel safe para we can relax. And yung pleasure comes with the relaxation.
Correct.
Of the mind, of the body. So if the guy is pinupuwersa agad or wala siyang pakialam, mauuna lang siya mag-finish tapos wala siyang pakialam sa babae.
O si babae,
Walang
parang
assurance.
hirap na hirap.
Oo. Wala talaga. Never yun ma-enjoy ng babae kahit ilang taon yun ang ginagawa yun.
Mm-mm.
Kasi walang safety di ba?
So ito studies show kasi a huge percentage of women do not orgasm consistently or hindi nila nare-reach talaga yung the big O na yung pinaka-pleasurable na part ng sex. Kasi hindi nila alam kung paano or hindi rin alam nung guy
partner.
kung paano. Tsaka marami ring babae ang nakaka-experience ng pain during intercourse dahil din siguro, for example nga, newlywed dahil pinipuwersa or hindi pa talaga ready.
Hindi prepped.
hindi prep yung mind na, oh my God, may mangyayari ngayong gabi.
And the body.
And the body,
Hindi siya prep, hindi pa siya well lubricated.
so tense yung katawan.
Mm-mm.
Tapos,
And masakit talaga pag hindi ka well lubricated.
at eto pa, ang totoong nangyayari talaga, kadalasan sa mga babae, fake lang yung pleasure.
Para lang matapos na.
Para lang din,
Nag-acting.
para lang din di na magtanong yung lalaki kung hindi mag-doubt yung lalaki sa performance niya.
Oo. Para hindi ma-hurt yung ego ng lalaki. Pero that's so sad, ha? I mean, lugi yung babae.
Lugi, oo. Deserve
Sobrang,
naman ng babae ma-feel good.
Oo, parang women deserve pleasure din. To feel, hindi lang to about pleasure na yung libog. It's more of to feel that connection na my partner cares about my pleasure as well. And
Oo.
we can reach that together. Parang ganun siya. It's really about yung connection and communication between partners na non-verbal.
Oo.
'Di ba? Hindi, yun nga, it's more than the reaching the, yun nga, sabi mo, reaching that O, 'di ba? Prior to reaching that, paano yung connection nyo? Paano yung communication nyo? How does he make you feel comfortable about your body?
Yes.
Yung iba naman, natitense kasi they feel conscious about their body.
Oo,
How
like,
they look like.
mataba, may
laki
stretch
ng
marks
tiyan
ako,
ko,
laki ng
oo.
tiyan ko, late ng boobs ko. So, yun, madaming factors.
Pero alam mo, yung mga nakausap kong lalaki, kasi mahilig ako mag-gather ng data, they say wala talaga silang pakialam
Oo,
about
good
how
news.
you look.
Wala silang
Pag
pake.
nandun na kayo.
Oo.
So, hindi dapat daw tense masyado yung mga
Correct.
babae about that. It's more of yung confidence mo with your body and how you enjoy it. How you both parang want to give each other like a good time, or yung to feel the connection between you both more than how you look.
Totoo yan.
Kasi yun nga, nadidistort talaga siya ng ng porn, ng erotic movies na dapat sexy, dapat ganito. When in reality, hindi siya ganun.
Totoo.
Lack of sexual education, plus minsan yung shame from the cultural norm ng Pilipinas
Nako.
bilang conservative or religious shame, yun talaga yung strong contributors na ang babae nahihirapan to achieve that.
Totoo
Na
yan.
pleasurable siya kasi na-override na siya ng guilt na this is bad or dapat tinitiis ko na lang to, masakit, ganyan, na-anxious talaga.
At hindi to personal failure ng babae, systemic problem to. Kasi pinalaki tayo na bawal ang sex na pinalaki tayong masama ang sex. For me, it's very hypocrite. Ang hypocrite ng mga nagsasabi na gano'n. Kasi bawal ang sex, pero ba't ang dami nating populasyon? Ba't ang laki ng populasyon natin, di ba? Siyempre, ibig sabihin, mahilig din yung mga Pilipino. Di ba?
Tsaka it's something biological
Oo.
Hindi naman, walang kinreate na part or desire sa katawan na walang use, di ba?
Correct.
So it's very sacred kasi nga it is a very powerful tool din. Yun yung nagbababa ng mga soul sa mundo di ba?
Mm-mm.
Pero hindi lang kasi siya procreation, it's very sacred in the sense na it brings out a deeper connection when done properly. Kaya lang wala ngang proper education about the actual intimacy.
Oo.
Not the reproduction or
Oo.
safe, para hindi ka mabuntis. What do you call that? Family planning. Hindi
Family
yun
planning.
Meron ka na bang narinig na nagturo about how to achieve intimacy using that? Parang wala masyado.
Wala
Wala
masyado.
tayong education about that. And here's what, maybe this would trigger a lot of people, di ba? But I think it has to be said na, parang in religion, di ba, there's morality, all of these things about bawal kapag before ka ikasal. Sige, parang we respect that. So religion teaches morality and we do respect that. I respect that. But it fails to teach yung embodiment.
Yeah, embodiment. Yung tinuro kung ano yung bawal. Tinuro lang kung ano yung bawal, pero hindi tinuturo kung paano maging safe at maging present at maging masaya yung
Yes.
experience mo.
Yun yung embodiment na
Yes,
tinatawag
oo.
na once nandyan ka na, like let's say na-transition ka na, kasal na, pwede na, di ba? Kasi nga, bawal dati dahil hindi pa. Pero once nandyan ka na, yung embodiment, paano magta-transition from this is something bad kasi hindi pa kami kasal to biglang, I need to enjoy this is good and sacred. It's really in the embodiment. It's really in embodiment, meaning how you're present and how aware you are of your body and your partners and how safe you feel.
Correct.
Or how safe you make your partner feel. Yan yung mga embodiment na hindi talaga siya naituturo. Kasi iba yung intimacy sa parang procreation lang di ba?
Oh, magkaiba siya. Kumbaga,
Totally different.
kumbaga sex education, marami siyang branches na pwede mong or topics na pwede mong itakal under it. Hindi lang reproduction, hindi lang family planning, hindi lang din
Safe
how
sex.
to avoid AIDS, ganyan. Hindi lang
or
yun.
Paano maiwasang mabuntis. So, the big difference between the safe sex na hindi ka mabuntis ng maaga, between safe sex na the partner feels safe with you as your, sexual or romantic partner, there's a big difference.
Totoo
Safe sex
yan.
is just contraceptives, di ba? Calendar method. Withdrawal or contraceptives nga. But feeling safe with your partner is a different topic altogether. Yan yung mga hindi talaga na ituturo. But it is so important and it makes or breaks a couple talaga. Pinag-aawayan siya, pinagbubungan ng mga
source ng divorce
or even cheating. I mean, I'm not condoning cheating but some, dahil hindi na satisfied sa partner, napapahanap ng iba.
Pero ang totoo, hindi lang talaga na-communicate kung ano yung gusto.
And they don't feel safe or they don't feel that important sa partner nila yung happiness or pleasure nila.
Kasi nga, sabi ng religion, sex is treated like a scandal.
Like something dirty.
When in reality, sex is communication, is connection, regulation, and pleasure.
Yes.
So, hindi lang siya yung Jar lang. Hindi lang siya yung parang mairaos lang.
Magkaanak lang tayo.
Oo, or mapasok lang ng lalaki yung niya. Hindi lang yun eh.
Mailabas lang.
Oo, mairaos lang niya yung gabi na yun. Hindi lang yun. Lalo na sa babae.
Yeah.
Pleasure is not optional. Kaya ang babae, hindi ka selfish. Kung gusto mo mag-foreplay, kung meron kang gustong pagawa sa partner mo, sabihin mo. Kasi deserve mo rin ma-pleasure. Hindi lang yung lalaki. Kasi tayo nga, ang lalaki kasi, more on physical yung pleasure nila. Tayo kasi, psychological.
Yeah,
Kumbaga,
pinaprep mo na yung mind.
Pinaprep mo na yung mind. So, kailangan doon talaga mag-communicate para ma-prep yung mind.
Tsaka gusto ng babae na feel na she's not just lusted after, but cherished. Parang adored. Even respected. Sinasamba. Worship. Hindi lang yung parang, naka-feel ka lang na, parang gusto ko lang siyang, I lust after her. But there's this connection na parang, I want to make her feel like, I really see her like this queen. Or,
tsaka, eto ang babae, mga ladies, makinig kayo ang babae, hindi yan pinapakasalan para lang may kasexing lalaki every night or every other night or
at hindi nila obligasyon din.
At hindi ninyo obligasyon na i-cater yung gusto ng lalaki every night, lalo na kung pagod kayo.
Yes.
Pwede naman tumanggi at bumawi na lang next time. Hindi tayo object na na parang kung kailan nila gagamitin. Ang pangit ang term, no? Yun yung word kasi nung iba
Yeah.
Gagamitin. Available ka. Hindi ka object na kung kailan ka lang gagamitin, pwede ka, ready ka, kahit labag sa loob mo. Deserve mo rin i-enjoy yung act of sex.
At hindi kasalanan ng babae kung ayaw niya sa sex.
Oo.
'Di ba?
Hindi
Kasi
rin.
bakit nga ba ayaw niya? Kasi minsan, yun nga, na-condition na sa sistema, 'di ba?
Pinahiya siya dahil nagtatanong siya about sex or tinatakot siya or pinatatahimik siya every time curious siya.
So you cannot expect a woman to be open or open up her body if all of her life tinuruan siya na i-close yan or, ingatan mo yan, ganyan. So, walang nagturo about the beauty of the connection and intimacy in sex. All na tinuro sa kanya, bad yan.
Bawal.
Bawal yan. So, yun na yung thinking niya. Paano nga naman niya may enjoy pag nandun na, pag pwede na?
Oo.
Diba? Walang transition talaga
Eto pa, you cannot expect pleasure if yung nervous system ng babae ay trained sa fear. Trained na takot makipag-sex dahil bawal, dahil
mag-guilt.
Yun, nagigilty, hindi talaga sila mag-e-enjoy. So, wag niyong asahan na ganun.
Oo. So, ang problema talaga is not a lack of sex education but an ignorance of what sex really should be or what it is, 'di ba? Or
tumpak.
Even yung making it normal to talk about it. 'Di ba? Removing the shame and normalizing talking about sex, especially between married couples or intimate partners, normalizing it in conversations and not thinking ang bastos mo naman, ang libog mo naman.
And please lang lalo na yung mga high school sweethearts, yung mga first boyfriend, first girlfriend yung isa't isa, tapos kayo yung nagkatuluyan, please, pag-usapan nyo yung sex. It's important to talk about. It's a topic that's important to talk about between couples. Hindi lang finances, hindi lang pagkakaroon ng anak, hindi lang yung pagpupundar ng bahay. Pag-usapan nyo rin yung intimacy kasi lagi siyang na-overlook eh.
Totoo.
Parang hindi siya napapag-usapan. Tapos pagka tsoktsaka na sa gabi, parang nagkakagulatan na parang hindi pareho alam ang gagawin. So,
Parang may elephant in the room na hindi na nila pag-uusapan kasi nakakahiya.
So, bago kayo ikasal, bago kayo mag-march down the aisle, at bago kayo gumastos ng milyon-milyon sa kasal nyo, pag-usapan nyo muna.
Just like you talk about your finances or how many kids you wanna have, where you wanna live. That in itself is also important. And I hope that we have more instances where we can teach women specifically about body literacy, meaning really knowing the parts of your body, the anatomy of your reproductive organs, diba? Even the anatomy of men and the differences and where the pleasure points, etc. Saan yung masakit, saan yung dapat bang ganito, ganyan, or yung safety, parang paano hindi ka magka-UTI, yung mga ganyan.
Oo, isa pa rin yan. Problema din yan.
Hindi ka magka-infection.
After sex, nagkakaroon ng UTI.
Care. Parang physical care.
Aftercare. Ika nga ng mga Gen Z ngayon.
Body literacy, anatomy care, and then consent. That should really be taught na it always has to be consensual between the two partners. No? So, dapat turuan din yung mga lalaki at a young age to respect the body of a woman and to never touch it without consent.
Yes.
And the woman din, to have boundaries na dapat may consent ako bago mo ako hawakan or halikan.
Oh, magandang message yan sa mga, especially if you're a mom of raising boys into men. So, sana turuan din sila maging consent, maghingi ng consent sa babae. Hindi na tratuhin ng babae na very precious, very important beings na hindi lang basta-basta for sex or for a wife. Hindi
Tsaka
lang basta-basta to serve
asawa mo
them.
na, kahit kailan mo gusto, may consent pa rin.
Oo.
Kasi may rape in marital,
pwede kasuhan yun.
relationships. Pag walang consent nung asawa, tas pinilit siya.
Rape yun eh. Oo.
So, very important yung consent talaga. And, pleasure without guilt. So,
Yes.
kunyari, the woman wants to discover her body, 'di ba? Wag sana siyang i-guilt into na parang, ay, that's bad. Kasi, paano mo nga namang malalaman? Parang hintayin mo pa yung ibang tao gumawa sa'yo bago mo malaman na, oh, this is what's pleasurable, this is what's not, 'di ba? So, you also learn your boundaries when you try to explore, 'di ba, yourself. So, parang, maybe, wag nang lagyan ng parang
Malisya.
added layer of malisya and guilt. Kasi it's like, anatomy mo yun eh.
Oo.
'Di ba? Parang inaaral mo yung how your
Totoo
organs
yan.
work, how your systems in the body work, how your muscles work. Pag nag-gym ka, same din doon, 'di ba? You need to study your personal anatomy.
Kaya, sex is not just performance. It's not just nagdikit yung dalawang katawan ng babae at lalaki at nagparaos. Hindi lang yun eh. Sex is something that you need to enjoy. You have to enjoy. And it's exploration. So, as a couple, pwede kayong mag-explore together ng mga gusto nyo, ng mga ayaw nyo. And mangyayari lang yun pag nag-communicate kayo.
Yes, it's connection. So, for me, it happens way before you get into bed. Parang it's how you communicate with each other, how you parang treat each other throughout the day with care, with kindness, with gentleness, how you make each other feel safe enough, how you trust each other with each other's happiness and pleasure. So it happens long before you get into the bed. So that for me, dapat talaga tinuturo talaga siya. How yung intimacy in married life, it's really important. It really makes or break talaga. Kasi ang dami ko ng couples din na lumalapit sa akin na yun ang problema.
Yan,
yung mga nakikipaghiwalay talaga eh. Dahil
hindi pinag-uusapan kasi.
hindi talaga napapleasure yung babae. Parang ganun.
Kaya
so that's so sad.
Ang message ko rin sa mga couples or in a long-term relationship na nagpaplano magpakasal, ngayon pa lang pag-usapan nyo na, i-explore nyo na. Kasi pag nando na, bigla nyong magbabago isip niya na, ay, dapat pala hindi lang tayo pinakasalan ko, hindi marunong.
Oo nga.
Yung gano'n. Tapos, mahal magpa-anal.
Totoo.
Tandaan nyo,
Walang divorce. Diba?
Walang divorce dito sa atin. So, yung mga yung mga nagbabalak magpakasal din, pag-usapan nyo din siya.
Talk about
Hindi
it.
siya taboo topic, lalo na ngayon, 2026 na, pwede naman siyang pag-usapan.
Yeah.
Para din ma-heal yung sexual shame.
Normalize talking about it because,
Yes.
sexual shame, healing yung shame that you feel and guilt that you feel around sex is part of healing this generational trauma that we have about sex being taboo. And sex is really beautiful. It's a beautiful and intimate experience between a couple. It really makes you bond and draw closer together. In fact, may mga scientific research pa nga yan na, when you cuddle, when you hug, when you kiss, it releases oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone, and dopamine, which is the happiness hormone. And all of these things regulate your nervous system, which means na nababawasan yung cortisol or yung stress level. And we know na a lot of diseases stem from stress, like
Yes.
cancer, stroke, heart attack. So it is actually a beautiful thing. Aside from strengthening the connection emotionally of a
Yeah.
couple, physically it has a lot of benefits to the couple if done in the right way, na both feel pleasure and happiness and comfort and safety with it.
Correct. So if this episode made you uncomfortable or parang weird or naiilang kayong pakinggan, then it's actually a good sign.
Yeah, because discomfort is where healing starts. Pag may nafe-feel ka ng, ay parang this is painful, ayoko na nito, dun nagsistart na nagsisik ka na ng healing when you're uncomfortable. Diba?
Correct. Kaya i-share mo ang episode na to sa mga tropa mo na balak magpakasal, sa tropa mong virgin,
Or bagong kasal.
or bagong kasal
Hirap na
pala.
hirap.
Na hirap sa first night.
Oo.
So magandang i-share nyo tong episode na to educate them or
Oo.
to make them realize that sex is an enjoyable act.
Yes.
And communication lang ang kailangan para ma-pleasure din ang mga babae.
Yes. And yun, kung gusto nyo pa ng more real talk like this or you have any comments about our episode today, any questions about it, you know where to find us. We have a Facebook page, Madami Akong Kudada Podcast. We have a TikTok page. And we have
YouTube.
IG. We have YouTube. You can send your comments there. You can also email us at madamiakongkudadapodcast@gmail.com.
Yes. Ayan. Till the next episode, mga kuda.
See you next episode.
Bye!